I'm a musician. I was born and raised in Welland. And when I was 19, I couldn't get out of here fast enough. And I wanted to get to a large city and learn all I could about making music, making and writing and performing music. So I went to Toronto, and it was a great experience. I got a degree from York University, studied jazz composition and arranging, and studied with great teachers, Oscar Peterson, and then I just started performing in the Toronto area, and then I started getting calls from touring acts, who were doing well nationally, internationally. So I figured that was I'm on my way. I'm here. We bought a house in Toronto. We were all set, and then I don't know. I was touring, and I would be flying home, and you always fly over different places, and you can see it, and then you get closer and closer. And I always end up in Toronto, and it didn't, even though it was great, it didn't feel 100% like my home, and so and then the kicker was really when we had children, and I kind of said it tonight where I said, people say, so you came to Welland to live. Yeah, but also a couple of things happened, like a few people close to me had died, and I would come home for funerals, and I don't mean this to sound macabre, but I also came back home to die, and I always thought it's kind of like you should die where you live, like you should have roots, you should have more than just, I didn't want to be motivated by money, by a job, so I decided that, especially when my kids were born, I said, where do I want them to grow up? And I wanted them to grow up near their family, near their grandparents and their cousins. And so once we had kids, my wife happens to be from Welland as well, so it was a pretty convenient decision. So we moved to Welland. So what I like best about Welland is the honesty, and it's at a pragmatic level. So like people are not afraid to work. People are not afraid to tell you they don't believe you. People are kind of like very pragmatic, and it's a real blue collar culture, history, right? So I like that it's at times brutally honest. My favorite spot, my mother's kitchen. For me, Welland is family. So I get to see my parents, my brothers, you know, and I don't know if I have a spot. I think the canal. I love the canal. I wish there could be something more made of the canal, and I think it's great what's going on with the rowing. It's fantastic. But so I don't actually want to say what one spot over another, but let's just say my mother's kitchen.